Hello everyone. This short presentation will walk you through the expectations and procedures for the May 2026 IB examinations at Allen High School. It is extremely important that you understand these procedures before testing begins so that everything runs smoothly and you can focus on doing your best during your exams. Please listen carefully as some of these expectations come directly from the International Baccalaureate Organization and must be followed exactly. The International Baccalaureate aims to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who contribute to a more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. The IB encourages students to become active, compassionate, and lifelong learners who recognize and respect different perspectives. The mission is reflected in the IB Learner Profile, which encourages students to strive to be inquirers, knowledgeable thinkers, communicators, principled, open-minded, caring, risk-takers, balanced, and reflective. Your IB exam calendar is available through the IB Student Resource Center on Canvas and also on the Allen High School website. You should review this calendar carefully so you know the date of each exam, whether it is a morning or afternoon exam, the location of the test. Most IB exams will take place in Allen High School Library. However, there are a few exceptions. Some exams, such as certain foreign language exams, may take place in M142 inside of the College and Career Suite or the PE gym. If your exam is scheduled in the PE gym, please enter through door 86. Again, please check the AP/IB testing calendar ahead of time so you know exactly where to report. And remember, you must arrive 30 minutes before your exam begins. The IB Conduct of Examinations Notice to Candidates outlines the expectations and responsibilities of all students taking IB exams. It emphasizes the importance of academic integrity, requiring candidates to follow all testing rules, bring only authorized materials, and avoid any form of malpractice such as cheating, plagiarism, or using unauthorized devices. The students must carefully follow the instructions of invigilators and ensure that their work is entirely their own. Adhering to these guidelines helps maintain a fair and secure testing environment for all candidates and protects the integrity of the IB diploma program. For IB language acquisition, listening, and comprehension examinations, candidates must carefully follow the instructions provided by the invigilator. The audio recording will be played a specified number of times, and students should listen attentively and use the time provided to answer the questions in the examination booklet. No candidate may request that the recording be paused or replayed outside of the scheduled playbacks. The students should remain silent during the examination and ensure that all responses are their own work. Following these procedures helps ensure a fair and standardized testing experience for all candidates. Students will receive the Notice to Candidate handout before each examination as part of the standard testing procedures, ensuring they are aware of the rules and expectations for conduct during the examination. When you arrive at your testing location, you will wait until the invigilator or proctor invites you into the room. Do not enter the testing room until you are instructed to do so. You must show your student ID when checking in. When entering the testing room, you may only bring the following items: pens, pencils, an approved calculator if your exam allows one. Everything else must stay in your bag. If your exam requires a data booklet or source booklet, those will be provided to you by the invigilator. You will also receive 5 minutes of reading time before the exam begins. During this reading time, you may read the exam questions, but you may not write, highlight, or use your calculator. This time is only for reading and planning in your head. There are several important expectations during IB exams. First, there are no breaks during an exam, except between different papers. Once the exam begins, you cannot leave the exam room early. You must remain seated until the entire exam session has finished. You cannot access your backpack or personal items during the exam. Also, there must be complete silence, including during the rest periods between exam papers. Sometimes the standard level and higher level students will test in the same room. Because HL exams are often longer, SL students may finish earlier. However, if this happens, SL students must remain seated quietly until the HL students finish before the next paper begins. This helps maintain a secure and fair testing environment. At the end of the exam, you're responsible for making sure your exam materials are properly organized. Your exam packet, which IB calls a script, must include the answer cover sheet, any structured exam papers, your answer booklet. All materials must be attached in the correct order using a treasury tag, which the proctor will provide. Before leaving the room, double-check that your candidate information and session numbers are completed correctly. Once the exam ends and all materials have been collected, you would leave the testing room quietly and in orderly manner. You may only take your personal belongings with you. You may not take any exam materials out of the room, including exam booklets, data booklets, or graph paper. These materials must remain secure and returned to the IB for scoring. After the exam has concluded, a student must be supervised for at least 2 hours from the start of any examination, even if the exam itself is shorter. Supervision will occur in the exam room space where only paper-based study materials are allowed. During this time, the access to mobile devices and social media is strictly prohibited. During the exam process, you'll hear some specific IB terminology. For example, the answer booklet is where you write your responses. An answer cover sheet is attached to the front of your exam materials. Your complete exam packet is called a script, and a treasury tag is a string used to attach your materials together before they are submitted to the IB. Understanding these terms will help you to follow instructions during testing. The next few slides show examples of the materials you will see during your IB exam. These include the IB exam cover sheet, the multiple choice answer sheet used in science exams, the IB answer booklet, the treasury tag used to attach your exam materials. Your invigilator will explain how to use these during the exam session. Students must write all responses in the official IB answer booklet provided during the examination. Each section of the booklet should be used according to the instructions, and answers should be clearly numbered to correspond with the questions. Only the information written in the answer booklet will be assessed. Please use blue or black pen only. Complete your name at the top of each booklet and add your candidate session number. Write the question number in the left-hand box. If the question is split, write this on the line at the start of your answer. Skip at least one line between each answer. If you make a mistake when writing your question number, fill in the question box and use the next available box. If you run out of space, raise your hand and silently wait for the invigilator to give you another booklet. If you need to go back and write more for any of your answers at any stage, go to the end of the last answer that you wrote in your answer booklet. In the next available box, write the question number again and then continue your answer. Academic integrity is extremely important in the IB program. Academic misconduct includes any action that gives someone an unfair advantage during an exam. This also includes discussing the content of an exam with anyone outside your testing group within 24 hours after the exam. Attempting to gain information about exam content during that time is also prohibited. Violations of these rules can result in not receiving your IB diploma or IB course certificate, so please take this very seriously. IB exam results will be released starting on July 6. You will access your results through the IB candidate website using your personal code and PIN. Seniors must also complete the IB score reporting form before May 20th so that your results can be sent directly to your university. Please make sure to complete that form if you want your IB scores forwarded to your college. I want to wish all of you the very best during the upcoming IB exam session. You have worked hard throughout the program, and these exams are your opportunity to demonstrate what you have learned. If you have any questions about exam procedures, schedules, or expectations, please feel free to reach out. Good luck and finish the school year strong.